We are coming back to you live from the Queen's Covered Court in Valenzuela City for your junior MPBL action between Valenzuela and Mindoro. And after that convincing and record-breaking win by Mindoro in the 14 under division, they will look to do the same against Val City now in the 16 under. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez alongside Cho Pangilinan and Daphne Cristobal at your service. And now Cho will be breaking down our team standings for the 16 under division. Cho, what's happening right now in our junior MPBL season?
For Valenzuela, no, unfortunately, they have a 0-6 record. So they still want to get their first win in the junior MPBL. Samantalang ang kanilang kalaban naman, no, Mindoro, 2-3. So losing record pero not as bad as their opponents. Pero itong parehas na opponent na to mukhang gutom sa panalo tong parehas na to. So sure ako walang papatinag sa dalawang to.
Especially for Val City, who will be defending their home court. They did lose in their previous outing, their 6th outing so far in the junior MPBL. Let's break the numbers down for that matchup for Val City against Antipolo. What happened there?
For Val City naman, no, they had an 8-point loss yesterday. So medyo close ang naging laban, no? Doon yung masakit kapag malapit lang. They need to improve on their field goal shooting. 27% lang ang kanilang naitira. They need to move the leather even more as they got only 11 assists compared sa 20 ng kalaban. And aside from that, they also need more aggressiveness inside and just better transition offense, no? Yun yung mga kailangan nilang i-solve para magkaroon sila ng chance manalo.
I have to say though, that's pretty intense right there to have 28 more attempts against Antipolo, but they still lost the game by 8 points. That's really painful for Val City. Kabila naman for Mindoro.
For Mindoro, no, again, just like their 14 under squad 23 days ago ang naging laban nila. 34-point win though, so medyo dominating talaga. And some of the things na pwedeng i-commend natin, no, yung kanilang overall shooting efficiency. Because again, they need to improve on that. And they also need to improve, no? They need to involve each other even more. And they need to take care of the ball because they've allowed 21 steals sa kalaban nila. And last but not the least, yung fast break points. 0 lang na itala nila versus 32 ng kanilang kalaban. So that's something they need to improve on.
So mababa ang fast break scoring ng parehong Mindoro and Val City in the previous outing. Let's see who will be able to run better in this game as now we turn you over to our arena announcer.
Foundation Junior Disciplinados and your Valenzuela Junior Classic. Time to meet the starting lineups, beginning with the Mindoro Foundation Junior Disciplinados. At forward number 0, Kaiser Francisco. Guard number 8, Zach Cruz. Playing center number 9, YJ Laksamana. Power forward number 11, John Pinlock. Starting at guard number 12, Angelo Suarez. Mindoro Foundation Junior Disciplinados is led by Mark Fraginal. His assistants are Migs Borilla, Alan Manalansan, Gilbert Saura, and Mac Lopez. Team manager, Jason Olivares. And it's time to make some noise for your very own Valenzuela Junior Classic. At forward number 1, Nash Santos. Guard number 4, Charles Berbo. Coming in at center number 10, John Baldo. Forward number 16, Andre Guerrero. Starting at guard number 24, John Brent Chua. Valenzuela Junior Classic head coach is Jolly Alar. Assistant coaches, Honorable Congressman Eric Martinez, John Velasquez, Maximo Vidal, Ricky Rica Puente, team managers, Marlon Zambrano and Errol Francisco. Referees for this ball game are Nino Perez, Jason Yap, and Kim Clavesillas. We're ready to begin. Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Now we begin with your 16-under matchup for Valenzuela and Mindoro. Again, we are inside the Queen's covered court in Valenzuela City. Mrs. Biggs Gomez alongside Cho Pangilinan and Daphne Cristobal. Nice move inside by the big man of Mindoro. That is, let me check his name. It's YJ Laksamana.
Mukhang big shoes to fill, no? Itong 16-under squad because previously nag-dominate talaga ang kanilang mga bunso ng junior disciplinados. So mukhang kailangan pantayan din nila and hindi maging disappointment, no? Ang kanilang ipapakita.
This is Mindoro, right, that you're talking about? Now, speaking of Mindoro, and speaking of big shoes to fill, we actually have two players on script that we should have highlighted before this game. That's Renzo Mercado and Lamarcos Pelayo. Guess what, folks? Both of those players are unavailable tonight for Mindoro. So let's see who will be able to step up for them. Now we just saw a three-pointer from Kaiser Francisco.
Yung sinasabi mong mids, no? Wala si Lamarcos Pelayo and si Renzo Mercado. So itong si Lamarcos scoring 14 points per game. Malaki talagang nawala sa Mindoro.
Three-point shooting is looking good at the start of this game. Just saw one from Mindoro and one from Valenzuela. Here's the zone defense for the white shirts. Swing to the left, Francisco with the leaner. That's good.
And they will need more contributions, no? Dun sa mga hindi naman inaasahan talaga or hindi inaasahan usually because they're depleted to say the least. And it'll be up to them kung sino ba ang mag-step up para sa larong ito.
Now, I did ask a random Mindoro member. Hindi ko na sabihin kung sino yan. It might be a fan, might be a player, might be a coach. I don't know. Kayo na ba alam ang hula? I did ask, sino pwede naming abangan? At ang sinagot sa atin ay si Kaiser Francisco, whose three-pointer was answered back by this guy, number 16 for Valenzuela. That's Andre Guerrero. It's now 7-3. Nice pass. Sorry, miss. Ball recovered. Another three-pointer. Too strong for Guerrero.
Yung kanina, pinag-uusapan mo si Francisco. No? Kita naman natin na usapang height lamang siya sa kanyang mga kasama. No? And I think that's one of the reasons din kung bakit he's able to earn the trust no? Kung sino man yung tinanong mong Mindoro member because he has obviously has the tools to dominate.
Now the question is, can he also make stops alongside his teammates? Because Valenzuela just made a two-pointer. Mindoro's looking good though, up 10-3. Francisco back at it. He tried to go down low. Ball stolen away. Counter steal. Kaiser. Ball tap. And that's a foul on Valenzuela's. That's Chua.
And he was arguing, no? Na all ball. But then again, sa mga ganong klaseng fast-paced moments, it's really just a judgment call for our officials because hindi mo naman instantly makikita talaga if it was all ball or may onting contact within the arms. So, you know, just breaks of the game that you have to really live with and to adjust to.
Francisco. Sorry, let's adjust the score. It's now 7-5. Make it 8-5. 3 minutes gone by. Santos on the move. Santos got fouled.
Medyo malaki yung binangga niya dun. No? It was number 8 of Mindoro. That is no other than Francesco Cruz. So,
It took to have been Laksamana.
I think it was a correction. Laksamana, YJ, yung pinag-usapan natin kanina. So, medyo
Unong Skumor.
malaki rin talaga yung binangga niya.
Oh, yeah. But Santos really looked convinced for himself that he could have gone all the way for those 2 points. Yan din naman yung may expect natin sa mga bata, no? Walang takot. Hindi pa iniinda yung mga katawan. Ando ka na ba sa face na yan? Okay ka pa, no?
Na-break lang ako ng matagal from basketball. Pero so far pa, wala pa naman akong naramdaman.
19 bata ka pa. Malayo-layo pa pare. Enjoy your life.
Ikaw ba, Migs? Wala bang age reveal dyan?
I have 2 knee injuries. And I tell you, when I play, pang senior MPBL na ako. Not even the normal pros that we know. 8-6. 3-pointer from way out. Way off as well. And here comes Verbo, who pulls up and scores.
He is actually one of the guys, no? Na inaasahan ng Valenzuela squad. He's a multi-aspect performer. But ang tanong, will he be able to bring his A game sa ating laro?
Now he does describe himself as a pass-first player. And so we might expect him to read the defense as well. Santos all the way. It's basket and one, a pound-for-pound fitness move. Focusing on strength and conditioning and athletic training. So if you want to elevate your game, just like Mr. Santos, gusto mo makondisyon para sa mga liga, training, etc., visit a branch near you. That's pound-for-pound fitness. And now we lead you in to our Apex Gaming 88 timeout.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex.
We are back inside the Queen's Covered Court in Valenzuela City. And there you see the passionate crowd just in front of Stephen Curry and his mouthpiece. And some other painted murals here. We have Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and what looks to be Andre Iguodala or maybe Sean Livingston. We can't really say because there's just so many people watching inside this venue. Ikaw ba meron kong favorite venue so far?
Well, I think if I'm gonna choose yung first ever venue ko na nag-cover ako, which was Bulacan.
Bulacan.
Yeah, because unang-una pink yung court doon, so medyo bright sa eyes.
Is it the Bulacan Capital Gym?
I think, I don't think so. I think iba pa sa Bulacan, no? Bulacan Sports Complex, if I'm not mistaken. But
I think malapit sa Capitol yun. I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, so pink yung court doon eh. So medyo, and of course aircon din. So yun yung gusto natin.
Oh, here in Valenzuela, it's pretty cold. Obviously, the weather is cold. We have some breezing air behind us right now. And it doesn't bother the crowd nonetheless because the passion has been up there since the first game. It's now 10-8 in favor of the home squad, which is definitely a good sign. Bounce pass to Flores to the corner. Factoria, 1-2, and the reverse. That was nasty.
Kita natin, yung adjustments niya because he saw na malalim na yung positioning niya. But then again, yun yung maganda dun in that move na in-adjust niya yung kanyang footing, getting that reverse layup.
How important is having a reverse layup on your capacity at this age?
Grabe, I am glad you asked that question because karamihan nung plays namin no high school, it's yung final shot talaga, it's reverse layup.
Oh, really?
I think hindi mo naman kailangan mag-reverse layup, no? Pero kumbaga, the fastest way para i-maneuver mo is reverse layup.
Guerrero just made a second three-pointer in this game. Mamaya, babalikan natin yung discussion about reverse layups. As Mindoro gives us a hook shot, that's short. Santos with the board. They go back to their fast first point guard, Verdo. Ironically, he shoots. No good. That's Verbo, by the way, Charles Verbo. Madrigal stops and pops, three-pointer.
Yun na nga, no? Kailangan nila yun because itong Valenzuela mukhang hindi sila katulad ng kanilang mga bunso. No? Mukhang they're really hungry
Yeah.
to get their win, lalo na sa home court nila.
It looks like we're expecting a close game here. That's a clear foul. So 2 free throws will be rewarded to Baldo. It's John Baldo. Just got his second rebound in this game.
Kanina, before the foul was called, nadulas itong si Nito of Mindoro. So great presence of mind there for Baldo. No? Nakita niyang libre yung paint and that was his chance. Unfortunately, hindi nga lang niya napasok ang kanyang tira.
Couple of subs here for Mindoro. 13 all. It's looking a lot different from our first game tonight. But folks, that doesn't mean our first game wasn't exciting. We saw a record-breaking performance from John Canapi, scoring 43 points. That's the most that any individual has scored in the junior MPBL so far. And it happened in the 14 under division.
It was surprise, no? 14 under pa. Actually, if you're gonna ask me, hindi ko in-expect. Actually, I was expecting somewhere in the 18 siguro na mangyayari yun. But then again, if you've been watching the junior MPBL since a few months ago, alam mong anything is possible.
Yeah. 13 all. Balik tayo sa Valenzuela. 4 minutes and 20 in the opening frame. Verbo staying aggressive. Top of the key, pass to the right. Guerrero again. This time it was too strong. Fast break opportunity. Forward pass and 2 easy points for Flores.
And that's what they want to do. They want to get fast-paced, no? Because that'll be one edge they can have para mapagod yung kanilang mga opponent.
Well, we did talk about fast break scoring at the top of our coverage. A department that these two teams weren't able to capitalize on in their previous outings. Tumatakbo ngayon ng Mindoro. Nice behind the back. Madrigal is blocked by Verbo. That's a tech. That should have been a tech. Wala ba?
I think it was so fast-paced na hindi nakita ng ating officials, no? But yeah, I agree with you.
And actually, the Mindoro coaches are trying to plead their case right now. Nevertheless, maybe the referee saw something better. We have a timeout.
From the court to the casino, elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
Head coach John Aller give emphasis sa decision making nila. Kailangan daw by this time around maturity yung makita para makuha nila ang kanilang unang panalo ngayong gabi. Sa ngayon, pasalamat muna tayo sa ating major sponsor, itong ating Apex Gaming 88. Sa ngayon, balik na muna tayo sa larong ito.
Thank you so much, Daphne, for that report. Maturity is what we need to see from Valenzuela. Obviously, they still haven't won. They would want to get their first win on their home floor tonight. And this is looking very possible for them to obtain because we are tied in the opening frame with Daphne Cristobal and Cho Pangilinan. My name is Mix Gomez for Mindoro versus Val City. Baseline inbound tayo. Flores will catch and shoot. That was a push.
Kanina, no, pinag-uusapan natin na both teams are really struggling with their fast break opportunities, at least capitalizing on them. So I think yun din yung one angle na pwedeng tignan ng isa't isa. Since yun ang naging butas mo last game, you know, let me just capitalize on that or take advantage of that. Tingnan natin kung ano magiging forma ng dalawang koponan na to.
See the numbers so far. Hindi pa naman ganun kataas. At maaga pa naman tayo. 15-13. 3 minutes and 29 in the opening frame.
Actually,
3-point shooting natin.
For the 3-point shooting, no, itong Valenzuela, they're currently shooting 2 out of 6, 33%. Samantalang itong Mindoro, not so far, 2 out of 5 naman. So, one attempt lang ang pinagkaiba. But then again, sabi mo nga, still early in the ball game. Kumbaga, both teams still have that element of surprise na hindi mo pa alam kung ano bang i-expect sa kanila.
I'm sorry, Choy, you were about to say something else. Naalala mo pa ba?
I think as we watch the game, no, we will remember.
I like that save. 15 to 14. Sorry, I interrupted you there. We have 3 minutes and 15 remaining in the opening frame. Sideline inbound. Factoria will look for a teammate. Oh, he bounced the ball off of Infante. But there was an unsportsmanlike foul. It looked to have been off of the ball. Ang dami nangyari dun.
Let's see no, kung ano magiging call ng ating officials. Again, it's interesting because yung kanina, hindi tinawag na technical. And ngayon naman, we have something off the ball
Oh,
na itatawag.
we're gonna have to see the replay on that. So watch out for the bounce. Watch out for the action off the ball as well. Ayun, may hila. Yeah, that's a good call by the referee. Actually, wala ka namang may tatawag dun sa inbound play eh. Kasi legal naman yung ginawa ni Factoria. Free throw missed by Madrigal. We will have one more. And then, of course, there will be a mandatory substitution for Valenzuela's Sioson, Maverick Sioson.
And if I'm not mistaken, no, 3 minutes ang ibibigay sa kanyang bench time.
That's right.
Para maka-cool off. I think hindi naman intentional yun. Or if intentional man, I don't think he was intentional of any pain or he didn't want to hurt his opponent naman. So, still all good naman. Our officials just really needed to call that. No?
Oo. And it's a learning lesson. Free throw converted at the second try by Madrigal. Pasok dito for Val City, Patrick Palisok. We've seen a good amount of players already in this game. Balik tayo. Madrigal. Screen not used. He slipped. It's a walk. Again, the time is running, folks. Hindi na po tayo stop time in the last 2 minutes as well. From the first to the third quarters. Reyes up top. Swing to the right. That's all day for Palisok. Short. Ball out of bounds in favor of Val City.
So far, no, sa kwentuhang 3 points, dikit pa rin. 50% for Mindoro and 42% for Valenzuela. And that's one of the aspects na nagpapantay sila. But then again, you still have the elements of a price playing in the first quarter. You can definitely switch it up, no? Switch your strategy in order to catch your opponent off guard during the next quarters.
And those shooting percentages from downtown are way above the league average of only 25%. Palisok got fouled. It's 3 free throws for him.
That's instantly 3 points, no? If he's able to sink that one. Yan ang pinag-uusapan ko kanina pa, no? Lalo na sa scenario na yan. It's really a cheat code na kumbaga walang bumabantay sa'yo. The time is stopped and you're getting yourself free 3 points.
There you see the poor closeout. Actually, yung shooting form ni Palisok, paharap din eh. Pero hindi naman siya sumipa. So that's nothing illegal as well from him.
And our coaches din, whenever they lecture us, ang sinasabi nila, we need to jump vertically.
Oo. Ikaw, paano sa'yo?
Vertical rin naman.
Vertical. Ako paharap ako eh. And I tell you, I've obtained a lot of fouls because of shooting threes as Factoria misses. Flores, nice effort. No basket. Forward pass, there it is. 2-on-1, but the pass is too wide. As you can see, the clock is running. Tuloy-tuloy po yan.
And so far, it's a close game, no? So if it's still a close game sa ating mga susunod na quarter, that'll definitely be a game changer. Yung oras na tuloy-tuloy.
I sure hope the crowd here in Valenzuela has eaten their dinners. Oh! Soriano went straight to one of our floor directors. She's okay. Nakangiti naman siya ngayon, tumatawa na. Ready yumakap eh. Kaso marami-raming pawis yan. Factoria, baseline. He was fouled by Soriano. By the way, just so it's clear to everybody, the referees have the power to stop the time because of some delays. A lot of delays can happen on the court. Minsan may mga wet spots, maybe some more reminders from the referees. So again, it will vary according to our officials.
Yeah, it's a case-to-case basis. No? Wala naman talagang standard, at least as of now. No? Walang standard kung kailan natitigil yung oras. Pero there will be times talaga, lalo na yung mga discrepancies on the calls and such.
Palisok will fire. That's good.
And make that 4 3-pointers for his team as they are currently shooting at 37%.
And he seems to be a go-to shooter, no? Itong si Patrick Palisok for Valenzuela. Attack inside. That's a walk. No foul. We're down to the last 30 seconds of the opening frame. Reyes will bring the ball down. They go to Palisok. Up top, the cross. He fakes and passes. Mid-range shot is good.
And that's the same name, I think, that you will mention hanggang mamaya, no? Because he definitely is the guy or their go-to guy.
Soriano just scored his first 2 points in this game, and there was a foul on the other end. That will be 2 free throws for Mindoros. Oh, he has a long name. James Carl Sean Kinatadkan. Wow. That's a long name.
And you will definitely remember his name.
Oh.
No?
Actually, baliktad nga yata eh. Mahirap tandaan eh. Kahit yung last name niya, Kinatadkan. That will make him unique in Philippine basketball. 21-16, Val City now with momentum. 7 seconds to go. Second free throw converted. Here's Reyes. Just a few more seconds to work with. That's a charge. 1.5 to go. And because of the running time, the time will expire. And so that will do it for our high-octane first quarter here in Valenzuela. Home team is up 21-17 as we take a look at our Apex Gaming 88 move of the game so far. The 1-2 and the reverse layup, which we talked about in the first quarter, as Sean mentioned, is very, very important. Not only to the San Beda offense, but to the offenses as well of our junior MPBL teams. We'll be back for your second frame.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Ligan ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugo.
We're back inside the Queens covered court in Valenzuela City, one of the courts with basketball player murals in Valenzuela. So this is Golden State Warriors themed. The same colors worn by the road team, ironically. That's Mindoro taking on Valenzuela. Soon enough, we'll be able to feature another court with Kobe Bryant as the mural here in Valenzuela. Of course, that's the project of Congressman and Coach Eric Martinez, who's actually at the bench right now of Valenzuela. He's also the head coach of the seniors team of Val City. And a couple of the seniors players are actually assistant coaches here in the junior MPBL for Valenzuela.
It's actually interesting, no? Because makakakuha ng first-hand senior MPBL experience
Oo.
ang ating mga bata.
CJ Luengo was just here a while ago. At some point, I saw Krentz Carlos as well coaching at the sideline. Mel Mabigat Steal. And 2 points for Palisok.
Palisok, again, yun yung pangalan na kanina mo pa sila sabi. And I think he's really one of the underrated guys din na pwede nating abangan since hindi naman talaga siya ang initial contributor ng koponan na yan.
He actually came off the bench in this game, but Valenzuela sure seems to be really shuffling its players. There you see Congressman Coach Eric Martinez at the sideline. He's the one wearing the white Valenzuela shirt. Dominant white at that. Francisco scores inside. So he might be the matchup for Palisok.
Yeah, I think perfect, no? Because itong si Palisok, he's really lanky, no? May height din. Ito naman si Francisco. As we can see, utilizing that said height and just taking the contact, getting that body control, and just making the basket and the end one. And kanina, yun nga, sabi mo kanina, with that random Mindoro member, itong si Francisco ang na-mention.
Francisco, so I did ask him my 3 questions. Position, small forward. Favorite thing to do, drive and shoot, which he has been doing in this game. And his idol, the man with a million moves, James Yap.
Kanina pa yung mga unique idols. Kanina si Johnny A, ngayon si James Yap. I mean, of course, James Yap is James Yap. Pero you'd expect him to idolize someone in the NBA, di ba? Or someone actually in his generation.
You know what's good? Because I've asked the same question to all the other kids here. Some would actually answer MPBL players. As we see a steal and a sorry miss on the layup. Kanina nga may nagtanong sa akin idol po saan? Sa MPBL po ba? Sa PBA? Sa NBA? Or sa FIBA? May FIBA na.
Iba palang kategory, no? Ang idols ngayon.
I mean, kahit sino nga naman, you pick and choose your idol. As Cruz subs out. Need to see who subbed in for him. It took to have been Mag Galicia. 3-pointer. Yes! That is good for Valenzuela's Maverick Sioson.
And he rattles that one to give his team a little bit more momentum. And I think that's much needed because it's a close game. Hindi masyadong malaki yung kalamangan, so you will need to get as many momentum boosts as you can.
You see our 3-pointer from Maverick himself. The bench knew it. Back to back? Nope. Too strong that time around. Nice hustle inside. Jump ball. And now we turn you over to Daphne Cristobal.
It will be very heartbreaking para sa Team Mindoro Design Foundation Junior Disciplinados since wala nga ngayon sila Marcus Pelayo pati si Renzo Mercado. Pero para kay Head Coach Mark Fraginal, confident pa rin siya na may maibang players na magsa-step up para sa kanya. During training, i-workout nila ang kanilang lapses. Namely, itong defense nga na hopefully magiging strength daw nila sa larong ito. Balik sa inyo, Mix and Show.
Defense was the key for them. Well, right now, Valenzuela's up by 6 points. I want to ask it in a general sense, though. Would you say that the defense of both teams have, been good so far in this game?
Well, I think it's a mix of just playing good defense and at the same time, just really playing better offense, no, for both teams. Maganda rin ang pinapakita offensively ng both teams. So I think it's a little mix of both. Kita mo yung hustle on the defensive end, but the offensive, kita mo rin yung kanilang efficiencies.
We go back with Mindoro. 6 minutes and 20 remaining in the second. Ball out of bounds in favor of the blue shirts.
Again, it's a close game. You really want to capitalize on as many opportunities as you can because you're not sure kung kailan mo ba ulit makukuha yung mga opportunities na yun.
Aksamana misses on his putback. Ball rebounded now by John Brent Chua. Now he's asking for the basketball. Rebo did not give it to him. Rebo gets it back up top. Swing to the right. Sioson drives and kicks to the corner. Palisok will fake. Couple of dribbles. Shot clock winding down here. Three-pointer. Ball deflected. In favor of Val City.
And great defense that time by Mindoro. No? Medyo hindi nakahanap ng tira ang kanilang kalaban doon. But they still have to defend a few more seconds to really shut down that possession.
That's 2.7 on the shot clock. Nice fake. Verbo steps in and he scores.
Yun yung masakit doon 24 seconds ka na bumabantay.
Tama.
But at the end, makakatira pa sila. So that's something na will really break your heart.
It's now 28-20. Francisco will catch and fire. Off to the right. Rebound. Great effort by the big guy. That's 2 points for Pinlac.
And again, it's important to have presence of mind. Because even though premier player mo ang tumira in Francisco, hindi naman of course 100% papasok yan. So we need to really just pay attention to where the ball goes.
Walang clear advantage, no? In all categories for our teams.
Yeah, so far, no, if you're gonna look at the statistical records, you really can't find some disadvantages. I think it'll be off the stats ang magiging usapan natin. Or at least it's still early in the game. So,
Yeah.
kumbaga, they can still switch it up. Hindi natin alam kung sino ba ang pwedeng magpasabog na ng bigla.
Chua is now at the stripe. He's not the tallest of big men, but in terms of size, heft-wise, he's up there. Yan ang natuwa ako dyan kasi kanina nung nagkwento siya about his favorite on the court. Mahilig daw siya mga labaw. So it looks like he's really owned that big man role, no, for Val City. Much like his idol, Junmar Fajardo. Ang pinagkaiba lang nila si Junmar kasi meron talagang height advantage, no? Well, at least in the PBA. Francisco lost the ball. Turnover.
That's si Junmar, no? Again, I think many people can relate to him, not height-wise, because of course matangkad siya. But I think nakaka-relate yung mga bata natin because of course galing si Junmar sa province, no?
Yeah,
galing sa
right.
hirap, galing sa simple living, and now he's playing basketball at a high level. So makaka-relate ka talaga sa kanya.
I remember watching a video as Verbo makes a three-pointer, a video of Junmar Fajardo being in the debate of greatest of all time in the PBA. I'm not in any position to have an opinion on that. As we saw a basket for Mindoro. Ikaw ba meron ka opinion dun?
Medyo mahirap,
No?
i-judge pero I think it will require more research and time. Pero top of my head, wala na rin ako ibang maisip.
At least for this past generation.
For
The recent generation.
Last
siya.
10 years siguro, no?
Oo. Right now, you just saw a foul off of this drive by Santos. Nice extension. Almost got the basket. So he will proceed to the stripe. Itong si Santos, siya yung kaninang umatake lang, no? It doesn't matter if there's a big man in front of him.
Yeah, kanina pa yan aggressively just attacking. And yun yung kailangan nila eh. You need to be more aggressive for Valenzuela, no? Because in their last game, they really need to improve yung kanilang field goal shooting overall. So what better way to shoot the ball than to make it just inside the rim.
Now it's a double-digit lead for Valenzuela, 34-24, and we have an Apex Gaming 88 timeout in favor of Mindoro.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
I'm here with Congressman Eric Martinez ng Valenzuela. Sir Eric, how important po yung mga ganitong liga katulad ng Junior MPBL para mas makilala ang isang destinasyon?
Okay, una nagpapasalamat kami sa Junior MPBL sa pagpunta rito sa lungsod ng Valenzuela. Our claim is Valenzuela is the basketball capital of the Philippines. Proof to that, eto. Kita nyo naman yung mga basketball courts namin. Last month, we were at the Bahay Alamat Court. Ito, it's a Golden State Warriors court. Hopefully, mas madalas kayo rito. Meron kaming bagong court, yung Gilas Pilipinas Basketball Court. So, mahalaga sa amin yun. para yung mga kabataan dito na sa amin sa lungsod ng Valenzuela to get involved in sports, of course, and for them to appreciate the beauty of our basketball courts, lalo yung mga taga-ibang lugar. Kaya we really appreciate Junior MPBL sa pagpunta rito.
Sir Eric, hopefully mabisita namin yung Gilles Court namin na-mention nyo. Is there anyone you would like to thank or greet right now?
Yeah, I would like to thank our sponsors, of course. Progress, Lemon Square, CDO, ES Apparel, the Now Lechon, Analytic Technical Services, Netsomniac, Basketball, FY Sun, and Sports Garbage.
Thank you so much, Sir Eric. And syempre, pasalamat din tayo sa Apex Gaming 88. Pwede kang maglaro at manalo gamit ang iyong phone. Play your favorite games anytime and anywhere. Back to the panel.
Daphne, thank you so much. Just saw a three-pointer from Charles Verbo. He's up to 9 points already in this game. That was a tough fault, by the way.
And Charles Verbo, no? One of the guys din talaga na inaasahan. But ang tanong, will he be able to help his team bounce back from that 8-point loss?
Eto namang si ano. Who's this guy? Number 2. It's Mag Yasharin Galicia. Oh no, it's Factoria, number 7 for Mindoro. Siya yung bumagsak eh. Back first, and so everybody was concerned. Look at this fall. He took his time. He wasn't moving at all. The medic was rushing to him. Then as soon as the medic came, bigla siya tumayo. Sinabi ko, okay po ako. Minsan kasi di ba kailangan na mandatory substitution yan?
Yeah, nung na-realize sa sub siya, wag na lang pala, okay na pala ako.
So layup for Valenzuela. Now the lead is 15 for them. And again, you have to admire the passion and the love for basketball para sa lungsod ng Valenzuela as shared to us by Congressman Eric Martinez on that interview with Daphne. What a dream for him to actually, you know, try to make Valenzuela and claim it as the basketball capital of the Philippines. Yun din yung isa sa mga tinatago natin kanina pa. No? There's also Gilas Pilipinas themed court in terms of mural. Meron nga rin pong Kobe Bryant themed court. So wait for that. But obviously the Gilas themed court is the one that's more relevant nowadays because of the recent performance of our country in the FIBA World Cup.
Grabe, no? What a bold statement to say na kami ang capital, basketball capital ng Philippines. Alam mo namang relihiyon, basically, ang basketball sa ating country. And maraming mag-a-attest to that.
And I won't take that away from Congressman Eric Martinez. A lot of officials will also, or do dream the same for their very own cities and provinces. But right now, we have a timeout.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
We're back inside the Queen's covered court that is Golden State Warriors themed here in Valenzuela. And there you see a passionate member of the crowd of Val City. I wonder where that kid is. And I wonder if he actually owns that ball. Diba? Yung bola ng Pinoy, ang Doride. Oh, by the way, that's a good ball. Have you touched it?
Yeah, actually kanina, no? After, before mag-pregame, pinagmasdan ko na konti. High quality talaga. Kaya nga bola ng Pinoy.
And I actually love the grip. Kasi mayroong mga bolang madulas eh. And, you know, as shooters like this guy, Charles Verbo, mahalaga sa kanya yung kapit ng bola.
Mukhang gusto na magpakilala, no? Even further. Because it's a close game. Actually, not a close game. Pero gusto niyang magpakilala pa at palayuin ang kanyang kalamangan.
You know, I had a funny conversation with him with those 3 questions. Kasi, una kong tanong, position, point guard. Second question, favorite move. Sabi niya, yung mga basic moves lang po. Sabi ko, okay, basic. Maybe I can expect a Dwight Ramos idol again. But his answer was Stephen Curry. So sabi ko, huh? Steph is pretty flashy. At sabi, hindi, papalitan ko na lang po Jason Kidd. Kasi pass first ako. Well, right now, we're seeing him as a shoot first guy. And so we're seeing more of Stephen Curry from Charles Verbo.
Ang alam mo, ang takeaway ko lang dun sa interview mo, no, Migs, is basic maging si Stephen Curry. Yun natang pinaparating niya, and is basically showing na basic sa kanya ang shumut.
Verbo is in double figures already in this game. And more importantly, it's a 20-point lead for Valenzuela.
Kanina, no, pinag-uusapan pa natin. It's a very close game,
Oo.
this and that. Pero unting kwentuhan lang, nakalayo na agad sila.
Nice pass. That's 2 easy points inside for John Baldo. And the feed came from Andre Guerrero. With 35 seconds remaining before halftime, what has been the key here for Val City?
For Valenzuela, no, I think it's really their efficiency. Lalo na shooting-wise. And then just inside, no, they're able to provide yung presence din na kinakailangan nila. But overall, I think they've been more efficient than their opponents.
Well, shooting splits for Val City, 44% overall, 41 from downtown, and 50 from the free throw line. Which, to my knowledge, impresses Cho Pangilinan. Yung mga percentages na yun. 50 from the free throw line can be improved, pero okay na. Pwede na rin. And 41% from downtown, folks, just so everybody knows. It's out of this world in the junior MPBL. And that's the adjustment that everybody has to know as well. Running time na po tayo in the last 2 minutes. That's why Verbo was very surprised that the clock winding down already. Now we present to you our our Apex Gaming 88 move of the game. Given to us by Mr. Verbo, who is not looking like Jason Kidd. He's looking like Stephen Curry instead in this game so far. 46-27.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para
Nagbabalik po ang inyong Junior MPBL, Junior Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Coming to you live from the Queen's Covered Court in Valenzuela. In the words of Congressman Eric Martinez, this is the basketball capital of the Philippines. And as you can see, the crowd is very passionate. They're very happy to be in front of a camera, which is obviously new. Kasi and let me explain this. Having covered the MPBL for 4 years now, we've never had a game in this venue. It's always in the Valenzuela Astrodome. Back in the day, Valenzuela will be hosting again soon in the seniors, but who knows where it will be. It might be in the Gilas Pilipinas Team Court, might be in the West Arena, we don't know. Depende na yan kay Congressman Eric Martinez, but this is the first time that this crowd is able to witness basketball action like this, featured on live stream and on national television. And I just want to give a shout out to these guys. Might as well make the most out of your exposure on camera, on TV. Diba? Minsan lang naman.
Yan, again, hindi lang naman sila basta-basta nandito. No? Nandito sila ng quarter to 10. So, imagine, if hindi mo titignan yung oras, isipin mo, it's just 6 o'clock, no? Siguro. Because before dinner, ang kanilang, before dinner, manood mo ng basketball. But no, sa panati sleeping time for everybody else. Pero para sa atin, it's basketball time.
Oh, yes. Now, the thing is, we've been playing since 8 a.m. 7, 8 a.m. And I wonder kung meron mang ditong hindi part ng MPBL, ng Junior MPBL crew, part of the crowd who's been here since the morning. I'd like to know if there's such a person.
Yeah, if meron man, I think very impressive for him or her. And, dapat malaman natin, message mo kami para malaman namin if meron man.
Oh. Right now, at least Valenzuela is up by 21 for their crowd. They've dominated the second quarter. It was a close first frame, but the second quarter featured a 25-10 tally in favor of the home squad.
Yeah, for Valenzuela, no? Ang ganda nung pinakita nila field goal-wise. 17 out of 37, 45%. And on the three-point area as well, 7 3-pointers for them compared tatlo lamang ng Mindoro. So, medyo dun sila nakalamang talaga.
Now, you did mention the shooting percentages. That was basically the biggest difference in the first half, or in the second frame, as we should say. Let's see if they can continue here. Flores converted on his second free throw, and here's a stop and pop. How about the guts on that guy? There's no conversion. Put back, wala pa rin. One more. There's a foul, and Baldo will proceed to the stripe.
And ayun na nga, yung hindi ko nasabi kanina, no? In their first half performance, maganda rin ang pinakita nila from the free throw area. Actually, hindi naman maganda, pero in my words, no, pwede na at 50%. But,
yun ba yung nakalimutan mo kanina? Yun ba yun? Yun yan?
Yeah, I think so. Yun nga, yun yung nakalimutan.
There you go. Sabi mo nga, at some point, maaalala natin yan.
Yeah, so just watch the game, no? But talking about other aspects of the ball game, one of the aspects na medyo nalamangan ng Valenzuela ng Mindoro, no, is the points from turnovers. 22 points from turnovers itong Valenzuela. Ang Mindoro naman ay 4. Actually, 3. 3 lang kanina, no, before the half. So, yun yung nakita natin na discrepancy na kailangan talagang i-solve ng Mindoro.
How's the fast break scoring, by the way?
Fast break scoring, 8 for Valenzuela and 2 for Mindoro. So, in that case, no, siguro yung points from turnovers not necessarily from fast breaks.
Yeah. Well, we did mention that in the previous games of these two teams, both struggled in the fast break. Stop and pop off the glass, no good for Guerrero. Balik tayo sa Mindoro, 49-30. There's the drive. Factoria, he misses. Offensive rebound. Ball strip. We go back. Fairboat to the right. Pass inside. Another miss.
And then, nakikita natin nag-level up ng depensa itong Mindoro because it's not really too late for them para makabalik sa game na to. Again, 19, I think, as long as they enter the fourth with just 12 or less points ng deficit na kinakaharap nila, it's really manageable to get a comeback.
Well, we have said this numerous times in the junior MPBL, absolutely no lead is safe. It's even more dangerous here as compared to the pros kasi mga bata to. Mas maraming takbuhan. There seems to be some wet spots on the floor, maybe because of the moist. Wind is blowing now behind us. Weather is just up and down. Santos tried to spin his way out of the defense.
Biggs, I'm curious. Sabi mo kanina you've covered the MPBL for the past 4 years. Tagal nun actually. And kung ikaw ang tatanungin, no, what do you think is the biggest takeaway or the thing that really surprised you for overall?
Well, let me answer that later on, after this report from Daphne Cristobal.
Lang depensa. Yun daw talaga yung nagbibigay sa kanila ng sakit ng ulo. Simpleng errors, yun din yung isa sa mga masakit pa. Dagdag pa dito, they have to utilize their kick-out passes and do not force the shots. Balik sa inyo, Magsensyo.
Thank you, Daphne, for that report. Obviously, a lot of departments that, especially Mindoro, can work on in this game. Down by 19. The defense seems to be holding up, as you mentioned. But can they convert on the other end? Some patience here. Three-pointer. That is good for Madrigal.
And they will need that again, I believe, no? As long as they can maintain or actually get the closest deficit as they can. Kaya makabalik.
Now, to answer your question, it's the most special thing ba?
Yeah, most shocking, special thing that comes to your mind or the thing you experienced nung nag-cover ka ng MPBL because ako rin, gusto ko rin makatungtong to that stage someday.
Well, number one, the crowd factor will always be the difference maker for the MPBL. You know, because of the city and province pride that we feature in this league, hindi mawawalan ng crowd, especially in the main games. At ano yan, emotional yung mga yan. Kasi biased yan eh. Diretso bias yan sa home team mo. And, you know, you would even obtain idols nowadays. For example, if you're a fan, even though you don't know this player, but because this certain player plays for your team, your city or your province, pwede mo siya maging idol. Now, the ideal thing is having homegrowns. Pag may homegrown ka naman, automatic yan. Kahit hindi ginagamit yan, gamitin mo siya last 2 minutes in the game, it will be a show for the crowd. And so, I think that's what we can discover in the junior MPBL as well because this is the kids. Bata itong mga to, a lot of them should be homegrowns. At meron pa tayong mga parents, may mga girlfriends, may mga kapatid na nanonood who can be a bit more passionate than the usual crowd that we have. And so, I think that's also the selling point and what can be the most or one of the promising factors of this league.
Yeah, yung, alam mo, a lot of people, no? Sinasabi nila, pag hindi talaga school-based ng isang league, she really tend to lose some of its supporters, of its viewers. Pero mukhang junior MPBL and the MPBL itself, they're proving it wrong because yung sabi mo kanina, no? You yourself had the experience of covering with such large crowds.
Yeah. I won't be surprised if at some point there will be maybe barangay tournaments, local tournaments to determine who can play in their junior MPBL squad. But then again, it's a long way to go, just like the MPBL. Baby steps pa tayo. We're only in season 1. Same applies for Val City, which is on its way to its first victory as Balisok makes the three-pointer.
And that's the same name, no? You've been mentioning in the first and the second quarter. And you can definitely expect him to sink more. And what's actually surprising is he has the length, he has the size, pero he still has that shooting touch. So, 3-level scorer itong si Balisok.
There you see. That beautiful feed by Reyes, finding Palisok, catch and shoot. We've seen that in the first half. We even talked about the shooting motion that leads forward. Now, I covered this Valenzuela team before already. And as far as I remember, I'm seeing a lot of new faces. And so that might be a big factor for them na mukhang kulang lang sila at the start of this season. They might actually be a contending team with how they're playing right now.
Actually, Migs, yun yung sinasabi ko rin ever since. No? Ang dami talagang factors makaka-apekto sa laro ng bawat koponan. Again, these players are students.
Yeah.
May mga kanya-kanyang commitments. No? It doesn't necessarily have to be basketball. Yung iba naman, varsity players of their respective schools. So, maybe they have prior commitments then to their schools. Marami ka talagang tinitignan na factors. Pero I think it all boils down to kung sino man yung natira, kung kaya nilang gumawa, mag-produce pa rin, kahit wala yung mga inaabangan mo talaga, that will definitely be a difference maker.
To your point, I thought about that as well. Paano na? Kasi weekends na lang tayo, may pasok eh. Weekends din naman yung mga varsity games eh.
Yeah, diba? So kung sino man yung matira sa roster, dun mo malalaman kung kaya ba nilang pumalag, kaya ba nilang lumaban.
And that brings me to point out that these might be the players who were left out of their varsity teams. So for all we know, they might be ordinary students. I'd be interested to find out if there's one who's a varsity player for another sport. Pwede yun eh. Meron ako makilalang nag-volleyball varsity kasi hindi nakuha sa basketball varsity. May nag-football. Meron nga nag-chess. You never know. But this might be their grounds to show up and shine. Oh, Chua. Nice move. No conversion. Out of bounds.
And kita natin yung hustle from both teams. Babalikan ko lang sinabi mo kanina. No? Very interesting din to know kung may mga ganong klaseng story ba. Because I myself, di ba, ako basketball ako, tapos napunta ako into broadcasting. Hindi not necessarily a sport, pero kumbaga, the different nature of different art eh. Tignan natin kung may mga ganon nga ba, hopefully may mga makilala tayo na ganon.
By the way, it wasn't an out-of-bounds play. There was a foul called on Mindoro. That's why Val City retains possession. Baseline inbound, charge. Was that on Palisok? Yes, it was. Two fouls now on Patrick Palisok. 20-point game. Ball tapped by Chua.
Again, running time. And sinasabi ko pa kanina, no, as long as mababa mo yan into 12 or below, kaya mo pumalag in the fourth quarter. And yun na nga, mukhang hindi nila magagawa yun with the time really just continuing to drop.
That three can maybe spell a difference. Let's see if a momentum can be built here by Mindoro. Obviously, that's just a start. Reyes, ball stolen away. Nice defense by Kudyaman. Down by 17 now. There's the drive. Suarez up top to Madrigal. Screen. Nice move, Madrigal. 3 free throws.
And again, yan na yung naging isang mistake kanina, no? And fortunately for them, sila naman ang titira ngayon sa free throw line. Let us take a quick look dito. And that'll be a really game changer, no? Momentum boosting three-pointer for Mindoro.
Bit of a lucky break there as the defender, itong si Brent Infante, fell on the floor, maybe due to a wet spot again. We also have to recognize these players, even though they're from Valenzuela, they might not be training in this venue. So as much as we claim that this is home court advantage for them, they might be getting used to this court as well at this point.
Yeah, maybe in terms of crowd, no? They have that advantage, home court advantage. Or the literal place kung saan man to, siguro in that sense. But tama ka may challenge pa rin may challenge na this is not the court na they're training on. So, lahat sila nag-a-adjust talaga.
Alam mo yan, Joe. Every new court that you play in, there's a big adjustment. Not just the court, how it feels on the court, even the surrounding. I myself was distracted a lot by what you can see from behind the ring before because I shot the ball a lot. So yung nakikita mo sa likod, it might be an optical illusion of some sorts from time to time.
Actually, that's a very underrated statement, no? Actually, ngayon ko lang na-realize. Oo nga, no? Like, when you look at it in a deeper perspective, nakaka-distract nga naman talaga. Lalo na clear pa ang backboard mo. So, you can really see a lot of things.
There was a miss from Madrigal when you go back with Val City. Here's the point guard, Charles Verbo, up top. He reached double figures in the first half alone. A lot of time here, 70 seconds. Then on the shot clock, charge.
Kita natin, he was a bit aggressive there. We're near our dying seconds, so I think it's just reasonable for him to get that isolation off. But ayun nga, he just caused that turnover, and they don't need those.
I'd like to speak to Charles Verbo through the broadcast for a bit here. Charles, if you're listening, maybe if you're reviewing this after the game, I hope you can watch a certain MPBL point guard who goes by the name of Orlan Wamar, because I do see some similarities in their games. Orlan himself is a great system player for San Juan, but he is an absolute terrifying scorer against defenders in front of him. And so if he can be, or if he can, maybe learn a thing or two from the way Orlan works, I think that can be beneficial for him.
And ayun na nga na pumapasok ng MPBL knowledge nitong si Migs. But actually, familiar din ako kay Wamar because if I'm not mistaken, Mythical 5 siya nung PBA draft combine nung batch niya. So, di ba? Unfortunately, hindi nga lang siya nakapasok sa PBA, but di ba? He's dominating or giving contributions to his team right now.
Right now we have 5 seconds remaining in the third. Pass deflected, Francisco with a forward feed. Suarez will finish to beat the buzzer.
That is actually a very good pass. Kitang-kita natin, sobrang advanced nun at initial sight. Pero nung tumagal, as you ran, kita natin sakto lang pala.
And so that will do it for our 3 quarters. First 3 quarters in this game. The score reads 55-40. Now we take a look at our Apex Gaming 88 move of the game, at least for the third quarter. The breakaway off of that beautiful forward pass from Francisco, finding Mr. Suarez for the deuce.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang
I'm here with Assistant Coach Aiki Lopez ng Team Mindoro. Coach, your team has been struggling in the past few quarters. Last 10 minutes, ano pong dapat ipakita ng Team Mindoro para makakuha ng panalo ngayong gabi?
Yung depensa namin sana gumana. Yung game plan namin talaga yun. Simula nung first quarter pa lang, kaso struggle, saka yung court madulas. Nahirapan yung players namin mag-adjust sa flooring ng court. Yun lang.
Coach, meron po ba kayong gustong pasalamatan ngayon or batiin?
Pinapasalamatan po namin yung may-ari po ng team na Desena Foundation, si Boss JR po, at ang family po ng Desena. At yung mga coaches po, from head coach, from 14 to 16-18. Tapos yung asawa ko binabati ko na parating nakasuporta sa amin. Saka yung mga parents po ng mga players na parating nakasuporta kahit na malayo yung venue. Tapos minsan struggle talaga pati sa practice. Nahirapan yung players namin kasi nga umuulan tapos yun, mahirap talaga makaano ng practice ngayon. Makakuha ng court. Yun lang po.
Thank you so much, Coach Aiki, and good luck po sa team ninyo. Siyempre, pasalamat din tayo sa ating major sponsor, Apex Gaming 88. Pwede ka maglaro at manalo gamit ang iyong phone. Play your favorite games anytime and anywhere. Elevate your game only with Apex Gaming 88. Back to the panel.
Thank you, Daphne. So maraming court problems itong Mindoro, not only in this game but during the practices as well. Let's see if they have adjusted already. Last 10 minutes tayo. 16 under, Mindoro, Valenzuela. Valenzuela is on its way for its first victory, right, of the season.
Yeah, currently at 0-6, no? Below the standings. But I think if they get the win, it'll be just more than a win. No? Unang-una, morale boost because it's in their home court, their home city. Yung mga fans nila nanonood. So, even though it's just one win, I'm sure it'll be a momentum boost para sa susunod nilang games. And tingnan natin kung papayagan ba ng Mindoro na mangyayari yun.
Long way to go here. No lead is safe. And Val City opens up the fourth frame with a bucket courtesy of John Brent Chua. Nice feed as well from Charles Verbo. Palisok was too aggressive on the other end as he was called for an early foul.
15 points, no? Ang kalamangan nitong Valenzuela, I think it's more than capable for Mindoro. However, hindi pwedeng puro back and forth baskets lang. Kailangan they need to make a run of their own if gusto nilang makahabol.
Now, we've seen this 2-3 zone for quite a while now in this game. Do you think it has been effective for Val City?
Yeah, I think so. Unang-una, hindi lang naman dahil lamang sila. But itong Mindoro, no, nahihirapan silang hanapin yung butas. As well, no, yung 3-2 naman, no, 2-3 rather. Gitna talaga ang butas dyan. However, mukhang hindi na i-utilize nitong Mindoro ang middle spot ng court.
By the way, that's, I would say, is a bit underrated, especially for kids. A lot of people think that the weak spot against a 2-3, three-point shot agad from the wing or top of the key. The middle, yes, is such a great tool for you to try to exploit.
Yeah. Actually, kung titignan mo lang sa paper, di ba? Yung mga whiteboard ng mga coaches, 2-3. Kitang-kita mo naman na, of course, pag wing, habulin yun ng guards mo. And yung gitna, kitang-kita mo na it's blank. So, di ba, from that pa lang, I think you can, it's kind of obvious then. You can definitely utilize that area.
But correct me if I'm wrong about this. But for you to be able to utilize that middle spot, you really need a high IQ player in the middle of it. Kasi siya yung magbabase.
Yeah, not only high IQ, no? But high-level scorer, unang-una. Hindi naman high-level scorer, pero can score the ball and can also pass the ball. Because maraming backdoor cut yan eh. Whenever nasa gitna ang bola, yung big man in the paint, of course, ma-attract mo yung defense. And then with that, yung mga wings mo, pwede silang mag-backdoor cut. And you have to be alert na tinitingnan mo kung may libre ba or kung ikaw ba yung libre and pwede mong itira or libre ba yung outside mo. Diba? Kumbaga marami kang options pag nasa gitna ka. And tama ka dun na kailangan talaga high IQ player.
Alright, now let's see if Mindoro will be able to counter that zone. But they first have to play defense. 57-40. Santos fakes and drives. Santos all the way. No good. Nice tap. So, we've been talking about John Chua all game long as hefty. Apparently, there's another Chua who's bigger than John, wearing the jersey number 34. Kamukha ba sila?
I don't think I can see, no?
Well, then again, they're both 16 under. So, kung magkapatid sila, then magkasunod dapat sila sa age. Or they're twins. They don't seem to be twins. Here's Chua, that's John Chua. Inside he scores.
And yun na nga, no? It gives them a 19-point lead for Valenzuela. And obviously, time is not on their side because running time yung previous 3 quarters. Eh. So, yung chance mo para humabol, nabawasan. And you need to adjust sa mga changes talaga na nangyayari sa court. And actually, off the court as well.
The lead is 19, 59-40, 8 minutes and 20. Factor. Yeah, that's Factoria. Pass inside. And the bucket was scored by Francisco. Verbo tried to break the defense. Double team on the press. Isa pa yun sa mga basics na importante sa ganitong level. Yung press break. Yung mga press mismo sa depensa.
That's crazy, no? Because these are basically kids, pero na-apply na talaga nila yung ganong klaseng knowledges, no? Yung press break, medyo, for me lang, medyo advanced pa yan. But of course, kailangan mo yan because almost all the teams ngayon, actually in this generation, lagi na nagpe-press.
I'm sure you were able to experience that not only in high school but in grade school as well. I even know some players who get put in because they know how to break the press. And that's it. Yun na yun. Their job is to break the press, and once the defense changes, sub out na siya. Ganun lang yun. Pang-counter lang.
And yun yung definition talaga ng know your role. Eh. Kumbaga, yun lang yung trabaho mo, but you do a good job out of it, then you will definitely help the team. Kahit nga yung iba, no? Kumbaga yung iba, pang-foul lang.
Oo, totoo.
Kung ano man, but you still contribute to the team, and I think that's what's important.
Three-pointer here coming in for Mindoro's A3 Madrigal. I hope I got that right. The A3 is a bit confusing. Chua. Jan misses. Rebound Mindoro. Numbers. Madrigal forward. That should be 2 easy points. And yes, it is for Mindoro. That's courtesy of Kurt Flores. And the lead is down to 14. Mindoro still trying to fight hard even though they're not used to the flooring in this venue. Correct that. The lead is only 12. 7 minutes and 14 to go.
From the court to the casino, elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang
And there you see our junior MPBL bosses. There you see Commissioner Keith Picasso with the junior MPBL shirt. He also saw Boss J.R. Navarro. And of course, si Boss Johnny B, kasama rin natin dito sa gilid-gilid. The score reads 59-47. In favor of Valenzuela against Mindoro in the 16 under division. Ball tapped. Out of bounds in favor of Mindoro. And so, how about this? Mindoro has good momentum for themselves.
Yeah, I think maganda rin yung pinapakita nila, no? Actually, I was surprised. Kanina from 19, actually from above 20 pa kanina eh. Ngayon, 12 na lang. But medyo marami na yung lumipas na oras from our fourth quarter. So that'll definitely be a challenge. But tignan natin kung mapapababa nila within 10, no? In the last 3 minutes siguro, or 3 minutes, yeah, I think once the 3 minutes mark is reached and it's around 10, kaya I think it's more capable na mahabol yun.
It is Mr. Iser Joaquin Factora at the line. I'd like to apologize to his family for mispronouncing their last name for the whole of this game. Second free throw for Factora. He has 4 points so far. A jump shot on the free throw line. So as long as he doesn't step on the line, that's legal. Balik tayo. Verbo. Lost the ball. Recovery. Chua back to Verbo. Great patience. The bounce to the left. Palisok to Chua. Back to Verbo. Charles surveys, attacks, jump ball. Yes, it was in favor of Mindoro.
And Mindoro will need more those stops because nag-aabol sila and they will need to get more possessions in order to score the basket.
59-47, 6 minutes and 25. Mindoro does have momentum. Madrigal That was almost a backing violation, by the way. In and out, and the cross. Madrigal will pull up. Short. Could have been big. Verbo to Guerrero. He's been a good catalyst in this game for Valenzuela. Guerrero passes on to Chua. Against Francisco. Nice move. And the feed by Chua. Finding, that's Baldo.
Yun lang, nung natulog sa depensa, yung kanyang opponent there, hindi na namalayan, bukas na pala. Ang kanyang binabantayan.
Unfortunately, Chua was called for the foul on the other end. And it's YJ Laksamana who will proceed to the stripe with that pound-for-pound fitness move that focuses on strength and conditioning and athletic training. So if you want to elevate your game, gusto mo makondisyon para sa mga liga, training, etc., visit a pound-for-pound branch near you.
And again, a great momentum booster there for Mindoro. But hindi pwedeng nakikipag-exchange ka lang ng baskets. Kailangan you need to make a run because in that sense, sinagot lang nila ang 2-pointer na tinira kanina ng Valenzuela.
And they gave up 2 more points this time for Palisok, who's up to 12 points. A steal, make it 14 for Palisok. That might just be the exclamation point for Valenzuela in this game. A lot of time to go though, 5 minutes and 29. Nice steal. There's the length of Patrick Palisok.
Kita natin, no? Again, we've been talking about his length, his overall body build, pero kayang-kaya niya rin talagang magdala ng bola, to handle the ball, to shoot it apparently, and to finish.
We have a timeout presented to you by Apex Gaming 88.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
We're back inside the Queens covered court in Valenzuela. Flores misfires. Tried to score quickly there. Momentum has swung back Val City's way. As after 2 baskets by Patrick Palisok. Verbo back at it. Screen by Chua. They go to Guerrero up top. Shot clock reading 5. Guerrero in trouble. Step back. Short. Here's Madrigal. Down the middle. Madrigal feeds. Lefty leaner. In and out.
That could have been useful for them because lumamang na. Nakalayo na ang Valenzuela right here and hindi na nakakampi ang oras. So again, tulad sa mo kanina, just make it a single-digit lead within 3 minutes. And I think it's more than manageable for them.
Pull up, no good for Palisok. Nice effort by Chua. There's his favorite move. In his words, mahilig siyang mga labaw sa loob.
Kita natin doon, no? Na nakuha ni Chua yung bola on that low block. And yung defender niya, which is Madrigal, of course, mismatch yun, height mismatch, size mismatch. And Madrigal had no choice but to foul someone as big as Chua right here. Unfortunately for him, no? Hindi na napasok ang unang free throw.
Chua has 5 points with 9 rebounds in this game. In his previous outing, baliktarin mo yun. 8 points with 5 rebounds for Jan. 2 misses though from the stripe. 65-49. Factora against Palisok. To the right. Pull up by Flores is good.
Again, kakailanganin nila yung mga ganun as that cuts the lead to just 14. I mean, still a big lead to go. Pero something is better than nothing.
4 minutes and 12. The crowd has quieted down. But they have to remember, this will be the first win. This is looking like the first win of their 16th under division team. There's a guy on the floor. Guerrero looked to have injured his ankle. Attack on the other end. Factora scores on a pound-for-pound move.
Mukhang hindi talaga magpapatalo itong si Factora. Let's review what he did on that play. And ayun, nakakita natin, 3 defenders ang nag-aabang sa kanya. But hindi nagpatinag sa kung anong nakita niya. Just finish the basket.
Oh, someone fouled out. Yeah, it's Palisok. Pasok dito si Santos. Which is, if you think about it, he's been a good player in this game. Still a decent replacement there. 65-53. Mindoro has been playing with the momentum back and forth in the fourth quarter. But they can't seem to trim the lead down to single digits. This is the second to the last game of your set of 9 in your junior MPBL Sunday before we go back to classes tomorrow. Ball out of bounds, turnover forced.
Great defense by Valenzuela right here. Actually, Mindoro, no? Ang ganda yung pinapakita nila. And defensively, nakaka-stop sila pero that won't be enough if gusto nilang manalo.
Factora lost the ball. It was off of Baldo. He still tried to convince the referee. Bola nila. To no avail. Baseline. Torres looking for a teammate. They go to YJ. Samana will drive. Big guy with a mismatch. Could not score.
And nakita natin, well contested itong si YJ Laksamana that time. And props to Valenzuela for not letting the momentum go into Mindoro's hands.
Ball rebounded by YJ. And here comes Factora in trouble. Nice pass to Flores. He needs to recover. There it is. Tough spot. He needs a teammate. Factora is there. Napaganda pa. 2+1, a pound-for-pound move. Trimming the lead. Potentially down to single digits.
Yeah, he just needs to complete the 3-point play. No, kanina, hindi niya nakompleto. Tingnan natin kung ano nangyari. Naipit dun sa gilid yung kanyang teammate. But luckily for him, he was aware. Tumakbo siya, he cut. And nakuha niya and just pulled up. And just luckily got that end one then to go.
Factora has been doing a lot of damage here. But can he do it from the stripe? There's the jump shot of his. You know, this is a 16 under player already, si Factora. That makes me wonder when he will be able to transition out of that jump shot from the free throw line.
I think by choice naman ata ang kanyang decision to jump on the free throw. Maybe effective sa kanya, no? Or maybe he's experimenting something. Pero one thing's for sure, it's not working for this game. Kasi back-to-back and once pero hindi na convert into 3-point plays.
And if he wants a shot at the pros, you can't do that there.
Is it illegal ba?
Bawal yun. Bawal yun. Bawal tumalon. So, that makes me wonder. Kasi 16 years old. Back in our day, K-12 ka, no?
Yeah, K-12.
Back in our day, 16 years old, nasa third year high school ka na nun. So, by that time, I remember the shooting forms of the players are already set Nasa taas na. That's no knock on his game though, because Factora is a pretty feisty player. I just wonder about his free throw line shot.
Yeah, and speaking of Factora, no, he's really played a lot of minutes. Specifically, it's 24 minutes. Actually, 25 minutes na for him. So, even though he jumps on his free throws, mukhang wala naman pa kayang coach na doon.
Oh. 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists for Factora. Now the ball is with Madrigal. They're down by 10. This is still very manageable. Ooh! Out of bounds at the sideline. Huling-huli ni Coach John Velasquez.
That will hurt them because they can't afford those kinds of errors ngayon. Sila yung nagkakabol. And relatively, ang 10 points is not really very close naman. Hindi yan single possession game. Hindi nga yan double possession game. So hindi ka talaga pwede mag-relax.
But to be exact, it's a 4-possession ball game. 65-55. Santos. They go to Guerrero. He looks to be okay despite injuring his ankle. Santos drives. Nice move. Basket and one.
And they did not need that one for Mindoro. Sobrang silencer. Silencer nun for Mindoro, no? But tira natin.
I really can't forget about the first time I covered Valenzuela. It was Santos doing almost all the damage for Val City. But he looked to have really struggled in that game because of the lack of teammates. At least they weren't complete in that previous coverage of mine with them. You have a timeout.
In basketball, victory is the culmination of teamwork, strategy, and relentless pursuit. It's the swish of the net echoing triumphantly, a testament to the hours of practice and the heart poured into every play. On the casino floor, victory is a dance with fortune, where strategy and luck intertwine. Elevate your game with Apex. Register now.
And we are back on the Junior Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, specifically in our 16-under division. Again, it is between Valenzuela and Mindoro. And at the line, we have Santos, who previously got that and one to go. And let's see if Mindoro will not be stunned by what just happened against them.
67-55, Factor up. Nice feed at the last second. But a sorry miss with Flores. That's a very deflating moment, if you ask me.
Yeah, bumalik sa 12, no? Kanina, they were able to get it to 10. Tapos ngayon, balik sa 12. So they really have that struggle of keeping the game close man lang.
Minute and 48, there was an offensive foul against Guerrero. Factora goes back to Flores. He will fire and miss. Rebound to Laksamana, but he lost space. Okay lang bang basta hindi nila? Basta hindi. Ano kayo? Go back with Santos. Nash looking ahead against Madrigal. Santos, by the way, he has good ball handling skills. Pass back to him. Smart play. Using up the time. Nash will go to his point guard. Verbo will pull up, much like Orlan Momar.
Actually, yung Verbo, no? Isusulat ko pa lang yung stats niya. But hindi ako sure because baka dagdagan pa niya and you just proved me right na dagdagan nga niya.
So that just confirms our best player of the ball game. Verbo, who tried to establish himself as a pass-first point guard. No, not today, sir, because we just saw more of Steph Curry compared to Jason Kidd for Charles Verbo. Now, Verbo just obtained the foul as Flores was too close to him.
And actually, si Charles Verbo din ang team captain ng team niya. So, who better to perform talaga at a high level than their team captain.
And it makes sense with the way he plays. Hindi rin naman siya nagmamadali, as you can see offensively. But again, Charles, watch Orlan Momar. You play similarly. Might as well learn from him. They even have the same shooting form.
Talaga ba? Si Orlan? Ano ba height ni Orlan?
Almost the same. Yeah, he's very small. I hope tumangkad pa si Charles. No offense, but with offense as well to Orlan Momar. Yeah, we're good buddies. He's a great guy. Now there seems to be a discussion between Mindoro and the referees.
The crowd is going wild, no? Because there seems to be commotion. Tignan natin kung ano magiging hatol ng ating officials.
Meron din kasing Mindoro crowd. Which is no surprise because I'm sure, you know, these guys are also from the NCR, even though they're from Metro Manila, even though they're representing Mindoro. Kasi meron naman tayong minimum of homegrowns, which is not the entirety of the team. If you think about it, hindi rin naman naabot ng kalahati, if not kalahati lang. So, that would still mean that we could, you know, expect a certain amount of parents and family who can just travel from their houses.
And Megs, curious ako. Since you've mentioned nga, no, na ang trademark talaga ng MPBL in general is yung homegrown. Sa seniors division, sino ba ang homegrown na at the same time star player din? Or hindi naman star, pero kumbaga major contributor ng kanilang team?
Well, last year, the homegrown player of the year was Archie Concepcion, who was the star for the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. This year, he can't be the star anymore because they have Balti Baltazar and Encho Serrano in their squad. They're currently number 1 in the league. Who else are stars as homegrowns? Let me think. Meron akong mga kilalang yung tinutukoy kong hindi masyadong gamit. Pero kapag ginamit, sila yung star ng show. The Choi Ignacios, the Dondon Arenases of the world. Choi Ignacio, by the way, he plays for Zamboanga. I'm sure not a lot of people know him, but in Zamboanga, he's considered as the Kobe Bryant of Zamboanga City.
So why do you think hindi siya masyadong nakakuha ng opportunity in Zamboanga?
Because his teammates are the Marcelino brothers. Ganun lang yun. It's that simple. So we go back, 70-55, a minute and 12 remaining in the fourth quarter. Santos in trouble. Nash needs a teammate. There's Verbo again, not rushing. Charles going right, he slips. He almost recovered, but yes, it's a travel. At na-mention nga ng coaches natin na medyo madulas ang court natin.
Yeah, I think that's something, that's an effect of the weather din siguro na we're having. But again, panibagong adjustments talaga for our players. And you really can't just make excuses kumbaga, hindi, natalo kami because of the court, because of the crowd. Hindi, you lost because you lost, you won because you won.
And both teams are affected by the court. Yung weather problem na yan, it's actually common even in the pros. So I hope everybody understands the point that Cho just made. It's absolutely no excuses. Madrigal puts up a tough shot. Valenzuela can just burn the clock here. 45 seconds to go. They're up by 15. Verbo, swing to the right. Three-pointer. Almost off the glass and in. Ball tap. Bit of a scramble. Oh, there's a man on the floor. Madrigal looked to have been hurt.
Actually, props dun sa assistant coach ng Valenzuela. Nakita niya It wasn't shown on camera pero nakita niya na down, so he assisted it. And pinush niya yung foot ng kanyang nakitang player.
Nag-cramps. Ayun, kaliwa. And so Coach John Velasquez, that's Coach John, went to attend for him.
And just what sportsmanship show, no? Kahit magkalaban sila, kahit gusto nila matalo yung isa, still attending to that player.
Let me tell you, Coach John is an assistant coach of the pros for Val City. He used to be their head coach, and he's a consultant for all of the junior MPBL teams of Valenzuela. And this guy has a good reputation, by the way, sa Valenzuela mismo. Sa mga ligang labas. Siya yung tipong, ito yung narinig ko na kwento about Coach John Velasquez. Siya yung tipong, pag ligang labas, kaya niyang i-neutralize yung kalaban na star player. Kahit gaano ka-talented pa yan, dahil sa talino niya. Alam naman natin sa ligang labas, pagalingan yan Minsan kulang sa sistema, minsan kulang sa strategy. Pero dahil kay Coach John in Valenzuela, he has been a force as a coach.
It's no surprise na nananalo ang kanyang koponan, no? Because I'm sure malaki ang kanyang contributions. And of course, itong mga batang ito, marami matututunan sa isang coach na tulad niya.
Yeah. And by the way, for confirmation, yung star players na pinipigilan niya sa ligang labas, yun na yung players niya ngayon sa seniors division.
That's what a story, no?
Oh. Francisco, nice backdoor cut. 1-2 on the fade, no basket. 24 seconds. Mindoro still fighting here. Factora will drive. Leaner. 2 points, and that should do it, folks. Santos should be able to just dribble this ball out.
And finally, no? I think safe to say, first win in the books. Not only a win, but a win in their home court, in their home city, with their home fans watching them.
I have to say, sayang lang na hindi siya naging close game. Could have been more entertaining, but still, kudos to Val City. And again, if this is their complete roster, then it looks promising. Who knows if they can still add some more talents. I can only wonder how good they can be in this tournament as we are halfway through the season.
Yeah, it's hard to believe na 0-6 sila actually, no? If you're just gonna watch how they play without knowing the record, di ba? Hindi mo makakalain na matatalo nila ang kanilang kalaban which has a record of 2-3.
Right. And so that will do it for our game. Big time win, which is win number 1 for Valenzuela in the 16 under division. And now we present to you our Apex Gaming 88 move of the game. It's Nash Santos. Now he has all the help from his teammates. The space is well to attack. He loves going left. Hung in the air, picked up the foul, and he converted. 70-57 is our final score. And so, we would like to honor the team of Valenzuela. Who else played well? Palisok played well before fouling out. Guerrero played well. Baldo got 12 rebounds. Chua got 10 boards. But our best player of the game is the before-mentioned Steph Curry for Valenzuela City, who I compare to Mr. Orlan Mamar in the MPBL, our Apex Gaming 88 player of the game with Daphne Cristobal. It is Mr. Charles Verbo.
24 points leading his team para sa inyong unang panalo. Congratulations to you and your team. Ikaw ang ating player of the game. Gusto ko lang tanungin, gaano nakatulong itong 6-man nyo or yung crowd para makuha itong panalong ito?
Siguro yung pag-cheer nila sa amin, nakaka-boost sa amin, and siguro yung home court advantage din namin, and siguro naiilang din siguro sila sa shots nila, and yun lang. So,
Charles, meron ka bang gusto ngayon pasalamatan or batiin?
gusto ko lang po pasalamatan yung Progress, Lemon Square, CDO, ES Apparel, Danao, Lechon, Analytech Technical Services, Net Somyak, Basketball, Faisan, Sports Garage, and si Kong Eric. And yung mga teammates ko po sa school and yung coaches ko, thank you po for allowing me to play in these prestigious leagues. And yung friends ko na laging nakasuporta sa akin, si Zez, si Carl, sila Luis, and yung parents ko na laging nakasuporta sa akin. Yun po. Thank you.
Once again, congratulations, Charles, and to the rest of Valenzuela Classic Juniors. Back to the panel.
And the final score is 70-57 in favor of no other than Valenzuela.
What a win, what a performance by Charles Verbo, who averages 14 points per game with 5 rebounds and 5 assists and 2 steals as well. Again, it's going to be interesting if they can continue and eventually get on with a winning streak here in the Junior MPBL. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back for your 18 under action.